I don't know what is going on with my electronics today. Not today, actually, just recently. I can hear like this ringing. I don't know what it is. My lighting is flickering. We also have had a lot of rain here in San Diego, and San Diego isn't really capable of dealing with the rain. So I feel like we don't really have a lot of systems and structures set up in place to deal with the rain. So I'm going to just give you all a few minutes to show up because I forgot to talk about my wish list that I wrote way before I even started this group, and before I did everything I wrote this. So it's really amazing, actually. And I want to share that with all of you so that you can also begin to manifest your heart's desires, especially doing what we were talking about earlier with the vision board and how to feng shui your vision board, and making sure that you write out your desire list before you do your vision board, and then having all the different areas of your life there for you to be able to put on your vision board so that you can reinforce it. So this is an extra step to do to kind of like combine it all and get the energy of it all moving together. And I also have a couple of announcements that I did not make earlier, so I figured I'd just give them all to you here. For those of you who are in the course, I have some exciting news. Super excited. Hi Brooke, hi Gina, hi Megan, hi Megan. Hello. So you have to pardon this light glare. I did everything I could to try to get it out of there, and I don't know why it's just not gonna go away. It doesn't usually show up like that on my videos, so just gonna roll with it. Hi Melina. So I'm so excited. I have a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about vision boards and what we talked about, a continuation of what we talked about yesterday. Because, hi Amanda, because I feel like all of this ties together in the energy, and it really will get you going. Whether you are in the course or not, it does not matter what we talked about yesterday about the vision boards. If you have not watched that video, then go back through. Hi Taylor, congratulations, lady. Hi Tina. I need to come in. I need to come see you on Saturday. Like I have to get in. Like I need to. I forgot to tell you today. I forgot to call the salon, so I'll call later. Anyways, I love you so much. Okay, so vision boards. If you didn't watch that video, then I would suggest that you go back and watch it, because it talks about vision boards and everything that you can do to make your visions come to life, because that's what we are here to do. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Wendy. So exciting, so exciting, so exciting. I love our group. I love our group. I love our tribe. I love all of you. It's so amazing that we are together in this journey, and we are having the time of our lives, and we're manifesting, and we're having fun, and we're working with the angels. And yeah, Amanda said, "Oh, you're so amazing and busy." You know what's funny? I needed a reframe for that word, because every time my dad would call, I would like have, "Hi, Melissa." I had to send him to voicemail because I couldn't pick up the phone, and so I finally called him, and I'm like, "I'm so busy, but I'm looking for a reframe." And he's like, "What about I'm fulfilled?" And I'm like, coming from my dad, I was like, "What? I'm so fulfilled." And I'm like, "That's really true. I really am fulfilled." That's my new word for busy. I'm so fulfilled. So I am fulfilled, and I love what I do, and I love all of this, and it's more amazing than I ever could have imagined, which is what's on my top 10 desire list. Everything on here is happening. So this is why, oh wait, look it. The lighting looks so much better when it's blocked. Wonder why. Anyway, all this list I want to join. Kristen, I am aligning and it feels amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, it is amazing. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. I love it. All of us, I set the intention for all of us to align with our heart's desires so that we can live happier lives, because that's what we came here to do, and it's definitely more than time for us to remember and let go of the human illusion and all the bullshit we tell ourselves every day, to start telling ourselves new stories. So, okay, let's get started. Yeah, right? It's Amanda, she said, "I love that. I will add that to my brain." That is the being fulfilled rather than busy. Although sometimes I did like the word busy because I love bees. I don't know if any of you have heard my story about the bees that were my symbol that led me to Bernadette, who I'm going to schedule a class with so that we can talk to her. She is a tarot reader and a psychic, but she's divinely guided, and she does work with angels and all that other stuff too. So she is on the light side of that work, and she actually is what helped me really step into this, because she read, you know, my projected future at the time, because remember, we have two timelines. You can either choose this or choose that. At any point in time you can change your projection, so never let a psychic tell you that that's exactly what is going to happen to you, because you have control, nobody else. Stephanie said, "Hi Rondina and beautiful ladies, as I've continued on this journey, the feeling of being full is so amazing. Thank you for allowing this to be open for us." Yeah, I love it. I love all of it. I love our collective energy. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful time in life. So I'm scheduling the call with, or the webinar actually, with my Bernadette. She's one of the women that I go to. There's another woman too named Amber who's fascinating, phenomenal. I'm trying to get her on video, but she's still kind of scared. She's in Monterey on Cannery Row, so she kind of is in this room on Cannery Row that she doesn't really come out into the public yet with what she does, but she is by far the best one I've ever gone to, because she's so angelic and her eyes are just like so blue. And she did a reading for me, she did a reading for my sister, and she did a reading for my niece, and all three of them were exactly on point and so beautiful and amazing. So I'm like, I need to get you to speak to my ladies so that we can do a collective reading for all of us, because those are just fun to do. So I'm talking with the angels, and I'm gonna have her on too, because she really is beautiful. And even when I was having my reading, you could tell she was reaching for positive words, you know, like she would never go into any negative. It was always everything was so positive and enlightening, and so she definitely is very, very angelic, and that's what I love, because I like the ones that are of light energy. Hi Shiloh, I'm so happy you're here. Oh yeah, I was talking about the bees thing. So before I even found out about the bee thing, right, I went to this little shop in Solana Beach that was like, it had all these little cool things, and so I bought this queen bee, because I just absolutely love queen bees, because they're the female, and they're like, you know, they're the ones that are in charge, and they instruct the other bees what to do, and it just creates life, and she's just so beautiful and amazing, and so I always resonated with the queen bee. And then I had that reading, or that sign about all the bees swarming in front of my window, and then that's how I went to bee symbolism and found Bernadette. She told me, you know, that I was on the right track, and to go do it, and to jump, and all this stuff, and she was like, it's going to be so much more amazing than you can even imagine. I see standing room only, you know, the pink heart, the chakra, and everything, and she was right, and this was before I even got together and created this group, so it is so true. Like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I love it. Okay, so there's enough of us on. So what I wanted to talk about, what I forgot to talk about in the course this morning that I told you all that I was going to talk about, was the addition of the postcards. You know, like in the program manual, I had you do your vision board and then take your intentions, and yeah, bird with a bee, and take your intentions and then put them on a postcard. So I wanted to show you mine and tell you also how it works so much. I wrote mine on, this was a course I did a while ago. It's called The Art of Gratitude and Abundance. It's about, like, you know, boosting your abundance factor through gratitude. So this poster board is really, really special to me. So that's probably another reason why it helped manifest. So maybe not writing it just on a plain poster board, maybe getting like a really, really good card and maybe cutting it or something and writing on the other side of it. Maybe like a love card, or because it's almost Valentine's Day, so there's lots of love cards. So maybe you can go to the store and get something to write on the inside of a card, like on the blank slate, rather than just putting it on a regular piece of paper. That way it's really really sturdy and not flimsy, and you can carry it with you in your purse. So what I did with this, and this was, again, remember, this was even before the whole creation and manifestation of this group and us coming together. By the way, it was a collective asking. I desired to have a group of women that I related with, that I absolutely loved, that I wanted to be around every day, and then all of you appeared. So I know we all had that desire to be in each other's lives, otherwise we wouldn't be here. So with this, hold on. Dee, can you shut your door, please?
It's the servant.
Deegan.
Yeah?
Can you shut your door, please?
Can you shut it?
I can't. Just jump off your bed and shut it, please.
Hold on.
Did Charlie do that?
Charlie. Charlie.
My dog, he always like busts through my son's door. Okay, so the very first, the number one that I wrote. So I learned how to do this in The Magic, in that book, The Magic. You have to get that book if you haven't gotten it yet, or do it, or just do something, because it keeps you on track and it's so amazing and beautiful. I personally like the, hi Danielle. I personally like the digital Kindle version that you can just download on your phone, because when I'm at the gym and I'm on the bike, I always open it and read it. And it's like really, really short reads. So it's not like a book that you have to read or all these processes that you have to do. It just is really short to do. So, or short read. And yeah, Taylor, I love The Magic. Yeah. So I download it on my Kindle, because if I have just a regular book, I'll forget it. But if it's on my phone, I will not always have it. So when I'm on an airplane or I'm like anywhere, I read it. You just read through it and you can do it mentally. It's really amazing. So there's a part where she says that she wrote down her top 10 desires of what she wanted to experience. Hi, Heather. And what she did was she would spend 1 minute, she would set her timer for 10 minutes, and she would spend 1 minute each on each desire, expressing gratitude for it. And that was it. So I started doing that. Remember, this was before all of this. At the top, I wrote, thank you, thank you, thank you. So number one that I wrote was, my work has impacted, blessed, and transformed the lives of millions of people all over the world, and we all expand. That is happening. That's happening right now. And then, you know, being in alignment with the goddess energy and all the flowing force, and then you being invited to speak to all these different multi-level agencies, and I actually just got invited to speak to another one who they have like 350,000 women, all women in their organization, to the point where when they have conventions, they turn all of the bathrooms to both women. There's no men because there's so many women for this convention. So I was just invited to speak to them also. So we're going to have a lot more women in our group here in the next 4 or 5 months. So I'm really excited for that, because all the ones that are going to resonate with me are going to be like us. So then it adds to the collective of us all manifesting and creating more of our heart's desires, and it's better for the world. So the second one was, my group programs are always full, help so many people, and I get to do what I love, guided by and connected to spirit fully, easily. It all just comes to me. Love flows through all my work. It happened. It happened. Yeah, Amanda said, oh my gosh, I have almost the same thing on my card. Of course you do. Of course you do. That's why we're working together. Like, yeah, of course. Yes. So that, and then the next one was, this one is in the works for manifesting. Actually, it was funny because, let me tell you what it is and then I'll tell you what Bernadette said. So it says, number 3 is, I received a publishing deal for The Power of a Woman to be published in many languages and people love it, right? This is what my desire is, because I went into the bookstore to kind of find some inspiration, because I need inspiration too. And I couldn't find any book that was out there that was like that was like mine, that was like the science of manifesting, the hardcore facts on manifesting, exactly how to do it, like a workbook, the 1, 2, 3. So if the course was something that you couldn't get into this time or you couldn't afford it, I highly recommend downloading that book, because I think it's like $19, but it has everything in it. And it's a really good way to get started. So I was looking for something that was going to be more of inspiration for me. I couldn't find anything. So I'm just standing there and I'm looking at the bookshelves and I'm like, it's just sent a rocket of desire. I was like, you know what? I desire my book to be all over the world, so that people, when they walk into a bookstore, they can have it and they can pick it up and read it and learn about manifesting and learn about the power of a woman and just take their lives to another level. And so when I had my reading with Bernadette, first thing she says to me is, first she goes, are you getting married? And I was like, it's in the works. And she was like, I see it. I can see it. And I didn't even tell her. She had no idea, right? And then she says, she goes, I see a major publishing house. Like there's a publishing house for you in your future, and what is that about? So I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, because just a couple of days I walked into the bookstore and I was like looking for another manifesting book, and I couldn't really find a good one because I already read all the secret ones and did all of that. Lori says, I have your book on my Kindle. Good. And so she was like, no, you don't want it in bookstores. What you want it in is in the hands of thousands of women. You want to be a celebrated author. So it made me think of like how to reorganize my dreams and desires on this list also, and to really get into the energy of it already happening. So yeah, I could say I would love my book in bookstores, but that's not like the finished result. Like I don't want it just in the bookstore. I want it to impact and change people's lives. So that reframe for me, Corinne says, Hay House. I know, I love Hay House, but you know, I think I cuss too much for them. I don't know that they would love me with my F-bombs and, you know, all the other magic that comes out of my mouth when I'm in a passionate mode. But maybe they might. They might make an exception. They might overlook that and see the message and kind of, you know, zoom into that. Who knows? But there's Mind Valley, too. They don't care if you cuss. So anyone. So I wanted to take it a step further. So when you're doing your visions, when you're writing down all your messages, you know, all your wishes, you want to make sure that you do the end result, not just.
Here's an orb in my video. Want to see? Hey everyone, sorry to dim her shine, but
You can't do that. It's not possible.
Look at.
Wait, she's showing me an orb in her video.
I swear my whole life.
I believe you.
Sorry.
See, she has the language too.
Watch.
And you don't even look at you dancing to that music.
I know. Literally my
That's
mom.
awesome.
I was like,
That's my
what?
daughter, Kaylee.
Oh yeah. Hey, sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Kaylee. Subscribe to my videos.
Get out of here.
My YouTube channel is. I'm just kidding.
Self-promo.
You do it on mine too. Except you only have Facebook. Well, I mean, I guess you have YouTube too, but.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She wants to be me so bad. Me too.
I know, I love orbs too.
I look oily.
Okay, bye. I'm in the middle of something.
Do you guys see this abuse? This is just hidden. Oh, someone likes me. They sent me a like. Why are you gonna take your star away?
Go.
I made your live stream.
Okay, yeah. What I was talking about. Melissa said, hi, she's so beautiful like you. Aw, thank you. Aw. Okay, where was I at? The end result of what it is that you want to experience. So for me, a celebrated author is the end. That is the end. That is because that means that people love you and people love what you're doing and they're resonating with you and they're engaging their power and they're really manifesting. So make sure that you write your end results on this card and only your end results and then spend a minute expanding into that energy. And then there was another one that says, I receive many paid speaking offers. I am desired. That's happening also. This was all before all of this, you know, so it's like, this was when I still owned my salon that I wrote all of these. So it was just it's so amazing the power of this. So amazing. Oh yeah. Amanda says, my kids did that on my life today too. Must be the childlike energy we are giving off. Must. Yes, I know, right? That's fun. I love it. It's like amazing to have children involved in what you're doing, and then they see you, and then you become a role model for them, and they want to, you know, do what you're doing, which is, you know, transforming the world. So it's amazing. Oh yeah, thank you, Shara. She said, thanks for sharing your gifts. Love the few videos I've watched this far. Yeah, they're all pretty good. I mean, I'm not. That's not coming from an ego place. That's coming from even I watch my videos and learn. Taylor says, do you just write them once? Is this separate from the gratitude book you talked about doing every morning? Yeah, this is like, you do just write them once on a postcard, and this goes with your vision board. So what we talked about earlier about putting your, you know, how you feng shui your vision board, and then you create your desires for every area of your life, and then you create your vision board from that. This is like a summary of it that you can take with you to reinforce your vision board. So what you do is you just, for 1 minute, you just read it as though you read the sentence that you wrote as though it's already done, and then you feel heartfelt gratitude for it. Like, thank you that this is done. Because gratitude is the energetic resonance of it is done, thank you. So it's the quickest, fastest way, especially when you send it from here, because remember your heart is 5,000 times more powerful than your thoughts alone. The next one is my brand new 5 Series BMW is so beautiful. I didn't even know that I really wanted a 5 Series at that point in time, and now I have one. So I thought I was always a Mercedes girl. I thought I was always going to be with Mercedes, but I didn't love the new body style. And so the 5 Series BMW is so beautiful, and I would feel into that and feel what it felt like to love it. Now, let me tell you, this is coming from a girl that back in the day when I was, 19, 20 years old, had a baby and a toddler, used to have to start my car with a fucking butter knife. So I'm telling you right now that, like, this stuff really does work. This is what shifted my life. It's not about, I have a BMW, I have a house, I have these things. Like, no, it's not about that. It's about Look at the accomplishments. This is exactly what I was going through. The starting my car with a butter knife, having to scrape for coins to get gas, not having enough food in my house, all the craziness, to learning this stuff and beginning to use it, to living in a beautiful, amazing house in the most beautiful city in the world, having all the soul sisters that I ever could want and need, having all the money that I desire, having the car that I desire, the beautiful relationship with my children that I desire, and I did not have that previously. So this is one of the reasons why I'm telling you to do this. It pays off. It really does. Melissa said, yes. Wow, yes, my kids, I see their energy and attitude changing with all this. Even did their vision board. And this past Sunday, they tied their 10% at church. That's so amazing. Congratulations. You are teaching them such amazing, just energy. You're teaching them amazing everything. Principles, values, morals, everything that you're teaching them. It's amazing. Thank you so much for that. You know, one of my goals for reaching out and wanting to transform all of us women was also wanting to heal the children, right? Because when we're healed, our children are healed, and then also to heal the inner child of ourselves. So then we heal everything. So it's kind of funny that I do that. Laura said, I have a lot of work to do. Laura, we all do. But this is very quick. This happens very fast. This is why I'm telling you, you have to create the magnetism of your dreams and desires to be so strong that it pulls you through the resistance. When you do that, when you spend more time creating your dreams and desires than you do your current reality, you will be pulled into the magnetism of it. And then it happens fast. It's like the same type of thing if you're trying to lose 300 pounds and going to the gym, right? Like if at first it's like hard and slow and going. Sarah says, I don't even know where to begin. Sarah, you have already begun. So surrender that belief. Do you give yourself permission to surrender the belief that it's somewhere you have to start? And do you allow yourself to know that you have already begun? You're here. You had a desire to learn this information in one way or another, whether you're conscious of that or not, and you are here and you're learning it, and you start with creating a vision board. You start with creating your desire list of what you want to experience in your life. Then you turn that into a vision board, and then you do this to keep it going. Get the Magic. The Magic is by Rhonda Byrne. It's a 28-day process, very short process to do in the morning, and that will radically transform your life and speed up. And it changes you on a cellular level. You know, your physiological being changes too. It's not just about manifesting things. It's about changing who you are from the inside out and looking, you know, beautiful and young for the rest of your life, like younger than anybody else in your experience, because this stuff really does cause that to happen. Okay, so that was one of the things I wanted to tell you to do in addition to doing your vision boards, doing your thank you, and then your item list with you, spending at least 1 minute on it a day. I don't even do it every day. Like I do it maybe 4 times a week. And it's all happening, but like so fast. Amanda said I had a Chevy S10 that I had to start with a screwdriver and push it most of the time to start it. Yep, that push to start. Not that kind of push to start. The other kind of push to start. Now I drive a beautiful Lexus. Yes. Christine says, which comes first, the postcard or vision board? This is what comes first. Writing your dreams and desires in every area that you want to experience. So getting that book, Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life, there's a Bagua, and there's 9 categories. There's everything from wealth to love to family to career to spirituality. So you want to get that book because it puts the Bagua of your house in the right places so that you can then begin to feng shui it in that direction. In that way. And then what you do is you write down what you want to experience in each one of those areas, your heart's desires beyond any of your earthbound illusion of what you can or can't experience. And then when you have your heart's desire list, then you create your vision board. And from your vision board, as you're cutting things out, where do I find that book? It's on Amazon. It's posted in the group also. I think Amanda Smith posted it and a couple other people posted it as well. It's not expensive, and it definitely is life-changing. It's very user-friendly. It's easy. It's amazing. Okay, so then you, as you're cutting out these different, you know, images and letters and wording and putting it together in a feng shui way, you're creating that energy. That's what we're doing. We're creating. We're using our imagination, and we're creating when we make these things. And then from that, then you can go write your top 10 or even top 5 or top 3, whatever it is that you want, on this postcard and carry that with you. And then that is the process. So that's what you want to do. You're welcome, Sarah. That's what you want to do, and that is it's Gina, life-changing. Yes, it is life-changing. It really so is. I love it. It's so amazing. It's like we have the tools. There really is an answer. Like, we are being answered. We're no longer succumb to this chaos of living and the density, you know? It's like, hello, it's all here, right? And we're all learning this. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is, okay, so for those of you in the course, the quantum healing bonus is uploaded and it is there. So read through it. If you have any questions, if I need to do a live stream on it, I can do that also. But that is all there for you to look at. Also, Joy, I saw you are in shape, sister. Like, seriously, if you do any kind of workout plans or anything like that, we can collaborate, because I can have you do workout plans for my clients and also for the women in the group if you want to do something like that. So inbox me, because I need somebody other than who I use now. I need to have more than one resource as I grow. Wendy says, I'm so excited. Thank you for sharing all this knowledge. You're welcome. I love it. Okay, and then also, and the next thing to know is that the new moon is on the 27th. So doing all of this week is you're really going to be able to use the power of the new moon to create and manifest your desires into reality very quickly. So make sure that you do this week. Like, this needs to be done this week. For those of you who are in the course, I need you to send me your email and private message me on the Facebook, your email and your date of birth. I think that was all she needs. Yes, I need it, Joy. You're welcome. Okay, I mean, you worked hard for it. You deserve the praise. Okay, let's see. Let me see what she wants. Okay, so she wants to get your birth chart. She wants to get your birth information from each of you so that she can get the correct ascendant sign categories for you, and also so when she does our group reading that she knows exactly what each of our birth dates are and how they kind of coincide together. So the month membership includes your chart, which you need, your new moon lunar cycle overview recording, which also we need because the new moon is on the 27th and we're doing all this now. I don't know what day the 27th is. So we want to do this together. So if you could get me your email and your birthday in my PM as soon as you can so that I can send that to her to get you the login so that we can do that this week while we're doing our vision boards and everything, that would be amazing. Let's see. There's a personalized recording based on your ascendant. That's why she needs your birthday. A new moon meditation, weekly updates, a lunar living e-course if you're interested in that. It might be a lot to do the course right now that we're in this other course, but you just use your judgment and your intuition and to see if that's right for you. There's a resource library and access to a Q&A Facebook live session near the full moon. So we're also going to be using this near the full moon too to surrender the last bit of parts, because we're going to be, during the full moon, it's kind of amazing how this was so timed divinely. The beginning is all our dreams and intentions. And, okay, the 27th is this Friday. Thank you, Lori. So the new moon is all of our dreams and intentions from the beginning, right? And then when we go through the full moon, that's when we're going through the false identity process and also the false God process to have support and then, core love from yourself. So it really is set up to help us. So I'm so excited for that. So make sure you send that to me. Let's see. Oh, also what I also wanted to talk about earlier, what I really, really want us to do, especially being in this group and in the course that we're in and all this, even in your daily life. Every single day you have to surround yourself with the white light of divine love, and we already talked about how this is scientifically proven, so it's not woo-woo, it's a real thing. You want to cut all hooks, cords, and attachments, dissolve. I like to say dissolve all hooks, cords, and attachments rather than cut all hooks, cords, and attachments, because when you're cutting something, it just seems like you leave part of it on you and then the rest of it goes away. So when you say, I dissolve all hooks, cords, and attachments and send it back to the light of love, then you are replenishing that energy, and then you surround yourself with the white light of divine love. This way nobody can penetrate your energy field. So, what I wanted to talk about doing in the course. So every time we do these lives and every time we come together and every time we do a course webinar or whatever it is, a call, You say, what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs. And you swipe your hand in front of your body, what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs. And you push away the energy so that way you maintain your own space and you give them permission to maintain their own space. So we're not leaking energy from each other or even like connecting in where we are not wanted. So being more conscious of our energy space and holding that within ourselves. That was one of the things I wanted to say for everybody. Remember, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. And especially if you're in the healing world or you're in any kind of coaching, even multi-level marketing, because you are involved with people all day long, what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs. Always. And then you maintain your own space, and then it's easier to function in this reality. And then that was it. So remember yep, that's it. So remember the birth date and your email address that you want to use to log into that portal. Kimberly, I love that, Randina. I know. It helps you like feel so much more solid within yourself. So I love you all, and thank you for tuning in to this entertaining live cast, and I will talk to you all soon. Love you all.